And welcome to JMTV, show number 128. All right, welcome to JMTV, show 128 on this rainy night. It was snowing today in Pennsylvania, but tonight, it is not. It is not snowing, and the temperature is going to go down really, really low in the next few days. So let's bring on my good friend Bill Nolman. Let's make that happen. There
Hey
he is.
there.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, hey there. Hi there. Ho there.
I was literally just talking about the weather, you know.
Yeah. And we've been, because it's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be really, really brutally death-defying cold this weekend. I think even for you, you're going to have some really serious cold weather this weekend.
Yeah. My son's in from Utah, and because the world is the way it is, the week that he has off, he's actually working, in the dining room, on his laptop, like it's workcation kind of like thing.
Oh, right.
And he's always keeping an eye on the weather out there. And Texas, it's supposed to be like minus 5 or something.
Really bad.
And they show when you look at the schematic of the the thermography of like the frigging country, it's like it's a pretty big storm, whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
Whatever the hell it is, yeah, and it's going to wipe out. So I've been doing a little skiing. It is going to obliterate my ski area. Like I got two nice days of early skiing in here, and out in New Jersey, actually, the old Action Park. It's like it's Mountain Creek now. Like they got sued out of their skins for killing people in the water slides, and now they're like a ski area, water park, whatever. And I had 2 nice days, but it's raining now, and it's going to go down to 7 degrees, and then it's going to be it's not going to go below freezing, and it's going to be in the 50s for a week. So goodbye ski area,
Was it Sherry who had the nickname for the Class Action Park?
Class Action Park. Yeah, exactly.
It's
funny. Actually a nice little ski area. They must have had some developer from Colorado or something, because the lodge is really nice for even for any Northeast skiing. And there's condos there, and there's a nice lodge and a nice restaurant and everything. But the season ticket was cheap.
When I went to Sweden, we visited. There's this in Gothenburg. There's this place called Lisburg Park, which is like a big amusement park, and it's it's really cool, and it's all this. But when we were there, and it was 30s ish, they were still running like the roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
it's
one of those roller coaster that's like a Mobius roller coaster. It goes, twists and turns, goes upside down, and does all this stuff, And we're just watching them from the ground, and just going like, wow.
The Swedish are superhuman. They, look, they have to be, because they have darkness and misery all year, half the year.
That's true. It's
kind of like us, only worse.
It's either that or sucking the muzzle of your squirrel rifle,
Exactly. All right, maybe even get a chance to play some music tonight. Go ahead. Why don't you start with a song?
Well, I'm prepared, and as I said to you in the before this, I just said that this will be mostly non-secular Christmas songs. That's I like to keep away from a lot of. There's one song here that makes a mention of something, but other than that, and
we don't want to indoctrinate anybody, for crying out loud.
I'm trying to. I'm proselytizing. I'm really trying to. I think there's a chance I can get people to turn to Christianity if I keep it up. Even though the guy they're praying to is actually Hebrew, but I'm hoping. I'll have a capo. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't mean a thing if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, and I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when that blue heartache starts, you'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, and I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white. Yeah, have a blue, 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 blue Christmas.
Fantastic. We sort of got Santa. We don't have the whole effect tonight, but
No, that's the real Santa right there. That's
There you go. Very good.
thank you.
Very, very good.
good to see you. How you doing,
Are
David?
you staying at home? You doing the whole thing?
Yes, I am. The as you guys know, first time grandfather.
Yeah.
Right. So the little one, as James Taylor would say, the little tyke, will be coming over.
Who's calling the shots, by the way? The little tyke, you know.
Yes. I will be completely in my Santa outfit, obviously,
Nice.
so we can take the Christmas photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes. I wanted to get on here. I'm a little late, but things are changed. As you guys know, my drums are down. My drums
What?
are not up.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
because-
There's no drums.
Right.
And I just get my laptop computer, put it on the dining room table here, you know what I mean? And just kind of sit here real quickly and check out the show. I do enjoy the show. The last show, you guys, I'm telling you, you make me happy.
Not
Randy,
this one. We're going to ruin it this week.
Oh, no. It really is. I get a kick. You guys, laughter, man. I love it. I love it.
It's why we do this, for shits and giggles, you know?
You know?
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Yes.
So you don't want your family to see how you really live with the drum set like pervasive in your whole place, right?
Well, things have changed. The old house that we were in, I had everything set up I had a studio in my garage
Right.
where I could play and have people come over, you know what I mean? And do the the deal.
Yep.
Okay. But we don't live there anymore. And I'm living in this house, and the garage is filled with all my other drum sets. I mean, in cases.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to say to you guys. You have talked about unloading equipment, getting rid of things, and I'm going to have to do that. I'm seriously.
I've never talked about that. I only acquire. I don't get rid of. Bill Noman gets rid of things once in a while. But I rarely get rid of anything.
Not often.
I've got closets full of gear. I have more drum sets than you do, and I'm not even a drummer.
I have too much, guys. It's just, it's unbelievable, So
when I drive,
I believe it.
If I'm driving by like a tag sale, I just, roll down the windows. You got any musical instruments? And it's like, I don't even care what they are. It's like,
Right.
He doesn't even stop. He just slowly rolls by. Got any musical instruments?
I have an accordion that I think is pretty nice, but I lent it to Fonda Feingold, my friend who's the keyboard player who lives in Staten Island. And I'm afraid I may have lost it forever, but I would like it back at some point, but I can't,
So did you know Greg Oliveris? Did you know who that is? A
I
guitar
knew the
player.
name.
He used to come to the jam up at Cobb's Mill. Young kid.
Yeah.
He was young. He was like 18 or something, 17 when he came to the jam, and now he's living in Nashville. This kid had it right? So he's a good player. He's a solid player, but in Nashville, no matter who you are, you're a schmuck. Like there's they're all amazing down there. And so he worked for AC Nielsen, right, the rating company.
Sure.
And he said to them, "Hey, you got an office in Nashville. I want to move to Nashville because I'm a musician. Can you transfer me there?" So he moved to Nashville with a job in Nashville.
Wow.
And is making it in the music scene down there. He's doing great. And he got married. He married a singer.
Very nice.
And whatever. And Greg Oliveris is the guy. I was going to go play with him in Nashville on my motorcycle trip. And I was in Knoxville. I got hit by a car on the motorcycle. I survived, but but that night, so I've never actually been to Nashville. But so Greg Oliveris, so when he left town, his mother called me and said he left to Nashville. Our little boy is gone. And he was like 22, 3. To me, anybody under 30 looks 12,
Yeah.
And she had his bright red, really nice accordion that was his childhood accordion. And he was like, "I'm not taking that to Nashville."
Was he a keyboard player? Is that what he did?
No, he's a guitar player.
Oh, okay.
So he left it behind. She was like, "Oh, we're going to be selling the house and whatever now that we're empty nesters." And so she gave me Greg Oliveris' accordion. The only reason I told you that story is that Sherry said, "Hey, could I borrow that accordion?" I'm like, "Of course you could borrow that." So she had the accordion in her world, right? So, and then my friend Peter Gerton called Sherry and said, "Hey, I've got a student who needs an accordion." And she goes, "Well, I have Ed's accordion that's Greg Oliveris." He says, "I'll be there. I'll pick it up at 4:00. So he shows up. He picks up my accordion. He takes it to Washington, D.C. And then he calls me from Washington. He says, "By the way, I took your accordion from." Like, I'm never going to see that friggin' thing again.
Yeah. No, it's I know, like Fonda traded me. She traded me a ukulele for the accordion. I'm not that keen on ukulele. Like I have some friends that really play the shit out of the ukulele, particularly a friend of mine from Philly, a guy named Jim Boggia. And like Boggia, and he has his own music. He's really brilliant. But on accordion, I'm sorry, on uke.
On uke, yep.
Right,
he has an arrangement on uke of Leon Russell's "A Song for You."
Oh yeah.
And with all the built-in piano arpeggios and everything, it's just insane. And I just don't want to. I don't want to like pick this thing up and learn how to play "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," and I just don't want to do it.
That's me. All right, so I got a ukulele, and I can finally play something with strings. So I'm having fun with it, but I'm never going to be that virtuoso guy on the.
Yeah, and I still got a mandolin that I've put more time into, and I should be concentrating more on that than adding another stringed instrument that I can't play. Like it's.
Speaking of string instruments that
Sir?
you can play, why don't you do a song?
Okay, I'm gonna do a song. I am, as many of you may know, I am Mr. Holiday, and basically I probably have more gigs in December than any other time. And
So tell us about a couple of gigs. What are you doing?
Well, for years now, and this goes back a long way. I do a little residency at the Darien Sports Shop, which is
You've been plugging this gig for years on this show.
Yeah, but I probably have been doing, because when I started it, like Eddie Wright and I would do like a date, and then somebody else like Bill Bickford or somebody else like really good would do another date, and then somebody else would do another, and then just as I tend to do, I just wore the whole thing down a little bit by being available and little by little. Then Ed and I would do it all, and Michael Muggeridge and I were doing it, and then it just went on, and now it's kind of gotten smaller in terms of the footprint space, but it works for like a single guy. But this year, because the holidays are on a Sunday, it sort of eliminates some of the dates. So I only have like 3 dates this year. Some years I've had like 10. And that's really fun. You sit there and you're basically there just as a distraction to like people who are waiting for their packages to get wrapped, and they're like on the entitlement mode is up to like 12, and they're like where the hell are my packages? And instead I play something and they're like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then they have a little bar there, so they might be like socking some heavy duty eggnog that's got something other than eggs in it.
It's worse. Exactly. It's worse than that. They say, where the hell's my package? Come on, I've been here for 7 minutes, right? And the person behind the counter goes, there's some guy playing music, so I can't hear you.
Right. Well, they have all these kids and they're wrapping the presents. They're like young kids, and it's in the mailroom and nobody ever sees it, but they're literally like the elves, and they're dressed up in some cases like that, which is fun. And then I'm actually playing. This is another thing that I've done for 7 or 8 years. I'm going to play at Rory's on Christmas Eve. The Darien Sports Shop thing is an early hit. It's like 11 a.m. to like 2 p.m. And then from 3 to 6, I go to Rory's, which is just down the street. So I just do that. And then the next stop is like a party in Roaden with this family that's friends of ours. And it's, not a party like, like a party like friends, family,
nice.
Kind of thing. So I'm doing that. I mean, I played last night in Greenwich, a place called McDuff's, but that was a different kind of thing. But,
I play there. So you're playing basically in the mailroom is what you're saying?
No, I'm playing out there in the men's department, my friend. I am
in the men's room? You're playing in the men's room?
No, not that either. At least in case my probation officer is listening. No, I'm not. But no, I play where literally I'm there nestled amongst the sweaters and and this year they have this guy who plays Santa, and he's been doing it for like 25 years. Like he's really been doing it, and he's over time his look has really gotten refined. Like he really, like if you had to go central casting, it's like that's pretty much the way Santa always was back in the day.
It's Darien. They're going to get the good Santa.
They got the good Santa, and when I first showed up to play the first gig last week, they have they have Santa's chair, which is basically a throne. And when I showed up, I was like, finally, you get me a suitable chair. It's like, and of course they took the thing out, and then I get notched into there. I can't play sitting down anyway. And if this doesn't prove that, I don't know what does. But.
All right, play sitting down.
All right, this is a song by a band, an old band, almost not quite doo-wop, but definitely early R&B band called The Youngsters, and it's called Christmas in Jail. Christmas in jail, Christmas in jail. I had a little too much to drink. I got no bail. I ain't got no bail. I'm spending Christmas Eve in the clink. I was in the wrong lane, feeling no pain. Sued my car to 75. I ran right into, you can guess who. They say I'm lucky to be alive. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. They're singing down the street while everybody's having Christmas turkey. They give me bread and water to eat. Christmas in jail, Christmas in jail. I wore my shoes, I hastened the floor. Got rocks in my head, I wish I was dead. I ain't gonna drink and drive no more. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. They're singing down the street. Everybody's having the Christmas turkey. They give me bread and water to eat. Christmas in jail, Christmas in jail. I wore my shoes, I pacing the floor. The rocks in my head, I wish I was dead. Ain't gonna drink and drive no more. Ain't gonna drink and drive no more. Ain't gonna drink and drive no more. I guess it's almost a public service message, really, wrapped in a song. Like it's something like that. It has that public service thing to it, you know.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, there's so many funny Christmas songs, you know. I mean, and I had this CD once called "Bummed Out Christmas," and that might have been on it. You know, it was a compilation, and you know, like Everly Brothers doing a song called, you know, "Christmas Can Really Bring You Down." You know, like stuff. It's all songs like that. You know, songs by the Prisonaires. You know, like they're this vocal group that was convicts.
The Prisonaires. That's
The
great.
Prisonaires, and they're very good. Like they're as good as the Jordanaires. You know.
There you go.
Very good.
And if your car gets, you know, stuck somewhere, they can probably start it for you.
Well, that's great. All right, come on. Let's hear some more Christmas songs. I'm digging it. Got Santa.
Okay.
Almost Santa.
This one, you know, I'm too old, kind of, to have really resonated hard with Charlie Brown. You know, like the Charlie Brown Christmas, that kind of thing. And my kids were too young to you know, it was still on TV, and it probably still is today, but you know, it wasn't in like the sweet spot of either the parents or the children, you know. But you know, Vince Guaraldi, who wrote the music, is a great frigging composer, and this is a song I always liked, even though I didn't really know the context as much. I just liked it as a, you know, abstract piece of music. So, called "Christmas Time Is Here." It's fun to play this with Crispin and let him do a little sax stuff on. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh, that we should always see such spirit through the year. Thank you.
Very nice.
I love it.
You know,
do a
Dave,
great job on that song.
I love that we've reconnected on this thing.
Yes.
Whatever it is, you know.
Yes.
I love that I see you so much now.
Thank
you
you.
know?
Thank you, Ed. That's right.
And I'm glad we've
Yeah.
been.
Thank you, Ed.
Is
you
it
threw a
still
lot of the
freezing
other-
cold in LA? Is it like 65 degrees out there?
Oh God. Let's see. My brother Ed. Let's see. Where are we at? Right here where I am at. Let's see.
Don't open
Where's
the
my
window.
thing?
You don't want to let the smog in or
No,
anything. You know?
no. Oh, we're 63 degrees. That's what it is right now.
63. huh?
Yeah,
63
63. Yeah, right where I
Oh, wait.
sit,
And
yeah.
it's the middle of the afternoon for you. I can't believe it.
Well, yeah, I know.
Well, it's 5 o'clock. It's like almost 5.
Yeah, we're what are we right now? Yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's
5 o'clock.
what, 4:56? Yeah,
It's only
4:56.
3 hours. That was 4. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you're going to be on tonight,
A couple hours.
but when it's 9 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock my time, I'm going to leave to go pick up my wife from work.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah, because she's working. Somebody's got to bring home the bacon.
Well, if there's a God in heaven, I won't be playing here at 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock your time. We'll see. This is the Jam TV is really fun, and we Ed is the most deeply invested in this, but I feel some certain
Definitely.
investment in this as
Definitely.
well.
you're pretty invested. I mean, how many shows have you missed?
Oh,
I'm
3,
gonna say I probably missed 4, something like
4.
that.
look at that.
maybe more. But
Wow.
I was thinking when you gave the number, was it 128? Is that what you said? We've been much looser in the last, like, say, 4 months. Then prior to that, it was like we felt it was like a blood oath to have the frigging thing on.
Right, because there were people were really counting on it. Like what was certainly when people had COVID and they were at home, or not had COVID, but there was COVID everywhere, and people were home. They everybody logged in. There were like hundreds of people watching Jam TV, and it was like a public service, like radio, like we're still alive out here somewhere in the forest.
I'll tell you one of my favorite, because COVID has a lot of good stuff to it too, in a weird way. And I don't mean to denigrate people who passed away, because that's obviously tragic.
Of course,
but there's a lot of like behavioral pattern stuff and sort of perspective given to different things that changed, during that. And some of it I thought was good. And one of my favorite musical things was Brad from the Horseshoe asked me if I wanted to, play on the sidewalk in front of the Horseshoe, and it wasn't really opening up. And I think Connecticut might have still had some sort of law or something, but I played on the sidewalk there, and I've never had, it wasn't a monster crowd because people were still super cautious, but I've never felt such appreciation and such a sense of filling a void. And I don't mean personally, but just music filling a void that people had missed so much of it. They just missed seeing people doing kind of what we're doing here. And it was like profound at that moment in time. And believe me, I don't attribute any of this. It was just like music and a chance to get out of the freaking. We were talking today here. I did back-to-back quarantines at one point because my wife had it. She tested positive, and she had it. Wow. She had it flu-y. It was like, her thing was real. My thing was asymptomatic. I tested negative when she's done, and in those days, I think it was 10 days was the gestation period. When she was done, I tested something. I'm positive, and I'm asymptomatic. So I had to go like back-to-back quarantines, here at home, and it's not like the toughest thing in the world, honestly, but it was just sort of like. It was just weird back in those days.
I was worried for you, actually. When you said that you picked up COVID, I was like, God, I'm kind of worried about you. Whatever you're like, I got the sniffles. I'm fine. I'm all right. And you were okay, because I had other people who were not so okay when they got COVID during those times.
I know this sounds like the last words of like the world's biggest horse's ass, but I'm not real. I don't tend towards flu. I just don't get sick a lot. And I don't know whether it's antibodies or what it is, but I don't get a flu shot. I never have.
Got a strong constitution or something,
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think at least the constitution that's written for me, at least, works better than the one here in America. But anyway, the constitution is, my constitution is okay, I guess. I'm going to get a shingles shot, though. That's what I do want to get.
I got them all. I went to Walmart the other day. I was like buying something, whatever. I walked by the pharmacy and they had a sign up and it said, we do the following shots. And I was like, pneumonia, shingles. And I was like, I got that one. I got that one. I got that one.
Was there any after effect from shingles? Was there any residual?
It hurt. The actual shot. The pharmacist said this one really hurts.
Wow.
And I was like, what? And he's like, no, it hurts going in. And I was like, okay. So he said it's something about it. It's like it's thick. and he stuck the needle in. He's like, and I was like, like,
Really?
yeah, it's a bummer.
So is that like a nature? Is it a nature because they need like a bigger needle to stick it in or something?
Maybe, I don't know, but
Wow.
you know, when they say that, you know, this is gonna hurt, I'm like, did I miss? Did you say this is not gonna hurt? Like, are you trying to reassure me here?
You know, that's not good for the bedside manner, if you ask
But
me.
no, I didn't get sick from the shingles or anything like that. You know,
Because I had, you know, Eddie Wright's, you know, I mean, I hope this isn't embarrassing, but you know, she had it at one point, and it hit her like in the eye, and so not only was it, as I understand it, just painful beyond all belief, but it was actually, you know, it was like a visual thing. It wasn't like, it seems like most people get it like on their back or on their love handles or something like that, you know.
I haven't had it. I don't want it because I know people have had it. They're
Chicken
like,
pox. I think
no
that's
fun.
the key,
Right.
right? It's got something to do with chicken pox, right?
Right.
That was the only one I ever had. I didn't have anything else.
Yikes!
You had all that, Dave? Have you done all the inoculations?
No. I'm like you with the flu shot. I've never had a flu shot.
We're the
Right.
worst show ever. We're like, oh, Christmas cheer. And by the way, did you have your?
I know.
Did you get your endoscopy? You know, your colonoscopy.
Well, I've done
Ask me about my colonoscopy. No, but the
on Jam TV.
you know, this is like so typical of and you know, Dave, you're slightly younger than me. Ed, you're much younger than me, and it's
By the way, can you please tell me how old is this young man?
Who?
Ed.
I'm 58. For another minute.
He's a kitten. He's a freaking kitten.
Bill, you remember 58?
I've been
58 is, though not as a cautionary tale, but I think 58 is when I got canned from my last full-time job, and then like
back in the 80s, right?
You know, I went into sort of a holding pattern professionally at that point, I think.
That's why I hang out with you guys. You know, you make me feel young, right?
Ed, 58. Ed, your age, that's when I retired.
There you go.
I retired at your age, yeah.
So, David, how old are you? You're much younger than I think.
I'm 69.
Okay, so we're close.
Yeah, I'm 69.
We're close.
Yeah.
You know, we're close. No, but you know, it's
but,
like
but you know what's funny?
Someday I will
Bill?
also be old as the earth.
Ed,
you know?
Ed, check this out, Ed. As we grew up and going to school, I swear to you, we all seemed like we were like the same age. Right. It was only down the road later that you find out that a few years here, few years. You know what I'm saying, Bill?
Yep.
It's kind of
you know, it's funny though, in high school, you know, 2 years were more significant than later on, you know, and you know, some of that's just the caste system, you know, like you know, like you're a freshman, don't fuck around with juniors, you know, like whatever, that kind of thing. But it's like my wife is 10 years younger than me, right? You know, so you know, I'm born in 51. Harry Truman was president, boys and girls, and that you know, look it up and you know, Google him.
Never heard of him.
You know, so and she was born in 61, JFK, but you know, so and I said, you know, it's just so funny because now it just doesn't seem to really matter because I'm the immature one and it's like it works out like that way. But I always say to her, I say like, gosh, honey, if we'd only met when I was 16, you know, and she was 6. You know, it's like, and then suddenly you get to be, you know, like you're 71 and 61. What does it friggin' matter? You know? Yeah. This is what people of a certain age talk about, though.
Yes.
You know, but hopefully this.
Play a song. Play a song. Play an oldie.
Okay, so this is my song that comes the closest to having, you know, having the trappings of the mythology of Christianity in it, involved in it, you know, and the little town of Bethlehem. But this is a song that I learned from Sean Colvin, and I'm not sure if she wrote it. I don't know where it's from, but it's called "Little Road to Bethlehem." As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homeward one by one. I heard a sheep bell softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. beside an open door as I drew nigh. I heard sweet Mary sing a lullaby. She sang about the lambs at close of day and rocked her little boy amongst the hay. Across the air the silver sheep bell rang. The lambs are coming home, sweet Mary sang. Your star of gold is shining in the sky. So sleep, my little boy, go lullaby. As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homeward one by one. I heard a sheep bell softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. Along the little road to Bethlehem. Along the little road to Bethlehem.
Very nice.
I love that song, and I don't know
too.
it. I don't know it.
No?
I don't know where it came from. I heard it. I heard it from her. She had actually a Christmas album, like a Christmas thing,
Okay, yeah.
which normally is means your career's over. Either that or
Right,
another songbook. It just means I've run out of ideas. But in her case, I mean, she's brilliant anyway. So I mean,
Right.
we did both. I know we both have like strong connections. You and I both to like Arnold McCullough and David Lasley and like David's birthday was this month. He passed away, but those are two guys that just they kill me. They're so great.
Yes.
Great singers. Great songwriters.
Yes.
But
good stuff. So you're like woodshedded on your Christmas songs now because you've been gigging them.
But I mean, I like. I've been playing them for so long, and I like them. Like it's and little by little, I start expanding it a little and doing. It's just there's a lot of stuff that if you're doing it like solo, if you're doing like Deck the Halls, it's a lot better when you have a lot of people going fa la 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 la. When you have one person doing that, it just sounds like, come on, mister. It's like unless it's Otis, and then it's like fat.
Oh, you got it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a segue. Oh wait, this is a Christmas song that Otis did, and some other people did it too. But I think Otis did. Well, I know he did it the best, but I don't know if he did it first. But he might have. It's a little thing called "Merry Christmas, Baby," and it's the original recording is definitely right in the Stax vault pocket.
Nice.
Merry Christmas, baby, sure to treat me right. Merry Christmas, baby, you sure to treat me nice. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas, I feel like I'm in paradise. Feeling mighty fine, got music on my radio. Feeling mighty fine, got music on my radio. Wanna kiss you, baby, while you stand beneath the mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney 3:30, left all his pretty presents for my baby and me. Merry Christmas, baby, sure been good to me. Haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Santa came down the chimney 3:30, Left all these pretty presents for my baby and me. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure been good to me. Haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree.
Otis, baby.
Otis, you know.
I miss it.
That little guitar figure is played by, like, you know, the cream of Stax horn guy.
That's right.
We did this the other day at the Horseshoe, and Crispin had a nice little horn part thrown in there, and it was a fun show the other day because I sort of made the command decision just to, you know, really just feature solo wise, you know, just Crispin, you know, like because I'm kind of holding down like the rhythmic fort a little bit, and if I take a solo or something, things drop out, you know. So, and Crispin killed it. He was so good, and you know, he's been in the middle of the mode. You know, he's been on tour, you know, the kind of tours you can kind of sometimes come home at night, like those kind of tours, you know, East Coast stuff with Darlene Love, and you know, played on the TV show The View, which I guess they've been doing. They've been doing that show ever since Letterman went off the air, because Darlene famously used to do it on Letterman every year.
Right.
And you know, it's from the Phil Spector Christmas album, and it's a great song. And we did it on Monday with Rosie Burgos doing. Rosie's got a great tone that's, you know, Darlene-esque, and Darlene has the tone of tones, you know. She's such a great singer.
Absolutely.
There's
That's
that.
very cool. All right, do another one.
Do you have any Christmas songs in your repertoire? Do you ever have to do that?
David, do you?
You mean just off the top of my head?
Will you ask
Out of
me?
all
You ever
Or,
have to gig that? You ever have to gig it, you know?
I do Christmas songs. I do a lot of Christmas parody songs, you know. Like,
There you go.
Right.
you want to see one?
Yes.
All right. This is bad quality because I just downloaded this, but Sherry is in this too. She's going to come do some Hanukkah songs. Like I said to her, you know, it's like when Trump was president and they let the Democrats like follow up after the speech, the State of the Union. And she's like, that's not what this is like. I go, well, Bill's going to do a Christmas song, and you can come and do a couple Hanukkah songs to, like, you know, to represent your people, you know. So, but she's in this video too, and this is a Santa song. This is actually, who did this song? This is Santa Claus Needs Some Lovin'. It was like, who did that song? It was like Muddy Waters or somebody did that song, or I'm gonna look it up. But we do it kind of different. So check this out.
Now look here, Mama's in the kitchen cooking, and her children are fast asleep. It's time for Santa Claus to make his midnight creep, because Santa Claus wants some loving. Yes, Santa Claus wants some loving. I know there's something real pretty underneath that Christmas tree, but he ain't had no lovin', and it's wearing him down, because Santa Claus wants some loving. I said, Santa Claus wants some loving. Now he's been trying to fix this old bicycle, can't seem to find his pliers. Halfway watching Mama for that sleep in her eyes, 'cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Oh yes, Santa Claus wants some loving. Come on, play it. Oh yes. Tell me about it. Okay, listen up. I don't want no turkey. I don't even want a cake. I want you to come here, Mama, for the children wake. Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. Now, Christmas is for the children, and he wants to be real pleased, but right now, Mama, it's Christmas Eve. Come make your Papa happy, please. Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. Come on. All of us at Weather Center Ed, including Santa Claus, Jesus, our Mexican cameraman, Abraham and his disagreeable offspring, and everyone who works at Weather Center Ed, wish you a happy whatever and an Armageddon-free New Year.
You know, that could bring the world together. You know, like that could.
That's right. That's right. I loved it.
Yeah.
I got to tell you,
loved it.
the best part of that shooting that video, I forgot the thing was at the end with the belly dancer and the hula hoop girl, Gata and Veronica.
They were at Cobb's Mill, right?
Oh yeah, they were at Cobb's Mill, but they came down to I had a studio in Westport at the time where we shot this thing, and and at the end, it was unscripted. I was like, how do I don't have a bed, right? So how do I get them in bed with Santa, right? So what we had done, incidentally, I don't know if you noticed that Santa was looking particularly happy during that sequence.
Yes.
Right.
Because we shot it on a Sunday, and we used to go down to the Black Duck. Guy for years and friends went down to the Black Duck,
Right.
and he would have. That day, I made sure he had an extra bourbon. Like he had big Black Duck pours of bourbon, and he was pretty soused. And I said, "Hey, I want to shoot this video, and I want you to come down and like stand in front of the green screen and like dance or whatever. We'll figure it out." And I had them waiting at the studio, and we show up, and he gets up, and he's blitzed, right? And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then all of a sudden, they come out and they dance with him, right?
Right.
And we filmed the thing. And at the end, guy was really loopy. And so what I did was I took a blanket and I said, "Hey, could you guys I think they were sitting in three chairs that were next to each other. I said, could you just hold this blanket up, hold the blanket like this, and then I've got cigarettes that you could pretend you're smoking the cigarettes." And they were like, "I don't understand what the blanket is," right? So they put the blanket up like this, and then I photoshopped the bed in, I keyed the bed in, and it worked out great, So.
Yes.
No,
Beautiful.
It
looked. I loved it.
It was funny to see.
Sherry
Guy
was there for that
Look it.
What's that?
video. We played Santa
Hello.
Claus Needs Some Loving with you.
That's right.
That's funny.
Yeah, we just played that, and I was reminiscing about how we shot that thing.
Look at this. I heard your comment earlier about the ukulele, but I just want to show you, it's such a versatile thing. So this is my setup right now.
Yeah.
A little amp, a little ukulele, and a little amp.
And it's a cube amp. I mean, it's not a ukulele amp, but I get what Bill's saying, because I get it all the time. That people just think the ukulele is I'm going to play a cute song because I have a little ukulele and
Well, it's very true. I feel almost like there's some sort of sense that and you play ukulele, but there's a lot of people who just play ukulele because somehow there's some sense that it's become the instrument that anyone can play. You know,
Yeah.
and there are almost no instruments that anyone can play other than the kazoo and I don't know what else. You know.
But so like everyone can play the ukulele, and I mean, anyone can play the guitar or the piano as well. But like, it's how you play it. I think
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that?
It's true. It's true. Come on, Bill, do one more, and then we're going to have some the rebuttal.
One with the ukulele in it.
The State of the Union for Christmas, and then the Jewish community will come and do a rebuttal of 2 Hanukkah songs.
Have you ever heard the song, the Sarah Silverman song? It's one of my favorite Christmas songs. And give the Jew girl some presents. Like, have you ever heard that song?
I don't know that one.
It's a pretty good
How do
song.
you not know that one? I've never heard of it, but you have to know it for this show right now. Go learn it.
Okay.
I probably
didn't
don't have
get the
time to
set
do
list.
that.
The Sarah Silverman song. I never even heard of that one, but that's got to be a good one.
So this is a song written by and performed originally by Charles Brown, as opposed to Charlie Brown, and as opposed to the Eagles. Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone. I've got no friends to wish me greetings. Once again, crowds will be singing Silent Night. Oh, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations. As sure as the stars shine above. But this is Christmas. Oh, Christmas, my dear. The time of year. Be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Oh, Christmas and New Year's will find you at home. There'll be no more sorrow. Oh, no grief and pain. And you'll be happy, happy once again. There'll be no more sorrow. Oh, grief or pain. And you'll be happy, happy once again. Yowza. Thank you.
Beautifully.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
It's a great song.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Yes.
So
Very,
so
very
Jared,
nice.
what are you doing for Christmas? You sticking around, or Hanukkah, or whatever?
I'm invited to a Christmas gathering on the 25th, but I don't know if it's going to be so cold that I don't know if I can get out of the woods here. We're going to find out. So
Well, it's not an outdoor thing, is it?
no, but I've got to get in my Mini Cooper. I came back here the other day when you had some rain about a week ago, and I hit 84 coming up the mountain in the Poconos, and I almost didn't make it. I was behind a truck going about 28 miles an hour, and it was skidding out, trying to get up these big hills. And so we're going to find out whether it's whether it's good. But I don't turn down a Christmas dinner, so I'll probably do it.
That's right.
Is this storm bringing you snow or rain? I know we're getting a lot of rain.
I got a lot of snow this morning. Not a lot, but I got another. Yeah, I have a foot of snow on the ground now, and it's pouring right now, and it's gonna pour all day tomorrow and be 50 degrees, and then it's gonna go down to like 7 degrees.
That's where it's gonna get rough, is the ice. Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the whole deal, because I think like tomorrow, like sometime afternoon, like literally afternoon, like by 1 p.m. or something, it's supposed to go from like 50 to 12.
Yes, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be bad.
And right now, based on listening to the air conditioner that's here in the wall, it doesn't appear to be raining right now. Like I don't know that it's raining.
Yeah, I don't hear any rain.
I hear nothing. So, but
not bad. Bill Nolan, fantastic. Do you have any more Christmas gigs between now and Christmas?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm at the Dairy. Tomorrow, Bill will be appearing tomorrow at the Ha Ha Hut in West Islip, and then he'll be at the Chuckles Lounge in East Lansing. I'm at the Darien Sports Shop tomorrow at 1 to 4, right? And then, which are also the odds of me actually doing anything of any significance.
So do you recycle during the show? Like, do you do like... Because people aren't there for a long time. You could do like, a 5-song set and rotate it.
You could basically, it's a 3-hour gig, right? And I don't take breaks. So to me, it's like, you could loop it, because in the old days, the rapping pickup thing was really literally right next to me. So, and the beauty of this gig is that the audience cycles out, like they're in, then they're gone. Mm-hmm. But I played, I did it last week, and I mean, I got so much other stuff, and I played an hour and a half of Christmas straight, and then I just played the next hour and a half. I just played things that I would play, and nobody gives a rat's ass, And it probably was a break for the salespeople who were like, "Fuck, Blue Christmas again," Like it's like, you don't have to do that. But I mean, at that place, I do everything. I do like, Santa Claus is coming to town, White Christmas, Winter Wonderland, like all of that, And some of them I really love. And I did. I mean, last week I think I did "Let It Snow," which is that's a fun song.
Do you do Santa spending Christmas in the Shark Tank?
I don't, and I'm actually not familiar with that. So
really,
while you look up,
I just happen to have a music video about that song. What a great segue! Watch this.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Merry Christmas. Come on in. Hey, I got a surprise for you. Santa's here. Yeah? But can you give us a minute? I got some unfinished business with the old man. Just a second. Thank you, Santa, for my gift. I always thought you were the best, but I didn't get what I wanted. You put my patience to the test. I wrote my list and I checked it twice. I made it clear what would be nice. You had to go and roll the dice and get me that horrible sweater. So now I'm glad to have you here, to share with you some holiday cheer. And you can take this to the bank. You'll spend your Christmas in my Shark Tank. Santa's spending Christmas in my Shark Tank. He might learn a lesson for next year. Sorry if your presents come for New Year's. I'll get mine by having Santa here. Santa's spending Christmas in my Shark Tank. He should really learn to check his mail. No one wants a sweater for their present. I consider that to be a fail. Santa's spending Christmas in my Shark Tank. He should be released by New Year's Eve. That That is if my Sharky isn't hungry. Christmas sweaters are my worst pet peeve. Let's recap. I wrote my list and I checked it twice. I made it clear what would be nice. But he had to roll the dice and get me that terrible sweater. So now I'm glad to have him here to give to him some holiday fear, and he can take it to the bank. He'll spend his Christmas in my Shark Tank. Santa spending Christmas in my Shark Tank. If all goes well, he'll be back for next year. And make sure you write him your wish list letters, 'cause Santa will probably be reading better. Forgive me for my terroristmas. I hope you have a really great Christmas. Bye-bye.
Love it, Ed.
That was
Great
many
videos.
years ago.
Cool.
Have you ever seen that one, Bill Noman? Bill's frozen.
Woo!
And he's muted.
Let it go. Let it go.
He's frozen. We lost Bill Noman.
Gee,
But he's
won't
smiling.
go again.
He's smiling. There he is. Are you moving, Bill Noman?
Am I the only one that
You froze. You froze.
I froze?
Yeah.
It for me froze, and then I was just looking at the Partridge Family effect with with just spinning here. So
No, we froze. All right. Well, there it
everything
is.
froze.
There it
Well,
is.
this is a presage of
You've
what's
never
happening.
seen that one before, have you?
I have not, and
Yeah.
and I think it's a brilliant use of sharks and.
We actually filmed a guy in a scuba outfit at the Maritime Center in the Shark Tank.
Really?
Yep, that was for real.
Oh, I thought that was like stock. I thought you picked that up.
Nope.
That
We
had
went. I went
production
down.
values. That's like Spielberg-esque.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, there's actually a very dorky follow-up video to that one. Called that one's called Santa's Mistake, and the next one's called Santa's Revenge. And Guy's in that one. He's Santa, and we have a hot Mrs. Claus, and Sherry's in that one. Like, right? You're in that one.
Yep.
Is that the Elfie one?
Yeah, I think I was taking an Elfie.
Oh yeah, you were taking an Elfie, right? And I'll play that one a little later. But that was kind of fun. That's a good one. But we gotta have some Hanukkah songs. Sherry, come on, play us something.
Yeah, I will play a Hanukkah song. I don't know. I can do the Adam Sandler one, but I'm going to do this one instead.
Wait, the Addams Family one.
Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam Sandler. I thought you said the Addams Family one. I'm like, Sarah Silverman and the Addams Family.
It's overdone, but I wanted you to hear how this sounds not like a ukulele. Look, like I'm not the best guitar
Please
player.
don't. I mean, I have nothing against ukuleles.
but I play it like. Let me rephrase this. I play it like I play a guitar. I'm not the world's most amazing.
Yeah.
That's not as cool. And
That's what we don't want. We don't want that kind of. That to me is. That's a fluffy.
They all love
love it. Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
It could be a hair louder if that's possible.
Yeah, you can go louder. Yeah,
Probably
get
not.
get it, Sherry.
I'll get the sound department working on that.
So yeah, we did this decorating contest at work, and we did like a Peace on Earth theme, and we won. It was really like a beautiful thing. We had it was the hospice department. We had photos of all the clinicians holding hands with different patients, and you see the two hands connected and stuff like that. It was really nice. So me and my intern who plays the flute, we did an instrumental version of Imagine, and so I was playing it. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it just sounds really nice.
It is.
And then she came in on the flute. I'll do it. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. I'm not doing the whole song.
That's okay. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
But it's funny because I mean I know what you're saying, Bill. Like I'm not picking on you. But...
I feel like a complete asshole right now.
No.
You know,
what are you
that's
talking
like
about?
Ed Train saying he doesn't like, who?
Tom Waits.
Tom Waits. That's it.
No, like, but the reason I'm saying this though is because I get that all the time. People are like, "Oh, you play the ukulele? Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. You play the ukulele."
I know there's a tendency to like sort of downplay it, like it's just it's like it's this fluffy thing that anyone can play, and it's
people are
not.
like, I can't even play it like the stereotype. Because I
Well, I mean,
play.
you know, like when you listen to like certain ukulele players and like old school guys, like the comping, which I love, like with jazz guitars, where they're like jun 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 jun, and like old time ukulele guys are always like bum 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 bum, like they're just they're hitting like inversions and things, and they're like they're crawling and they're like crazy.
Yeah. And so that's the thing, is like I could play like diminished chords.
I love that.
Look at that.
That's key, but I mean that's key in a lot of ukulele music, if you ask me. Like that, all of those passing chord kind of things. That's like a big deal.
Like, major sevenths, minor sevenths. So I play the ukulele because I can. You know what I mean? If I could play the guitar like this, I would play the guitar, but I can't. So I play this.
But I will go on record as saying that I bet if you put your mind to it, you would play guitar like however the hell you want to play it. Like
I don't know.
You could do that.
I could.
No, you're a musician. You could do that.
I went to Berkeley.
Yeah.
It says it somewhere.
I told the story about how you gave away Greg Oliveras' accordion to Pierre without my permission.
That's not entirely true, but okay.
That's how I remember the story.
I will leave it the way you remember the story. For a better story.
He has the media behind him. He can make the truth whatever.
Exactly.
All right, do another one, Jerry. Do an actual Hanukkah song.
Okay, ready?
Because that was not actually a Hanukkah song. It sounded like one, but
I think Bill will appreciate this one too. This is probably somewhere on his repertoire. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuos in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but clearly not the spot for me. Those eastern winters, I can't endure them, so every year I pack my beer and I come back here for Purim, Rosh Hashanah. I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur way down in Mississippi. But in December, there's just one place for me. Amid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah. Like a baby in his cradle, I'll be playing with my dreidel. Spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea. You know this one, Bill? No? I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuos in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but clearly not the spot for me. Eastern winters, I can't endure 'em. So every year I pack my gear and come back here to pour 'em. Rosh Hashanah I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur way down in Mississippi. But in December, there's just one place for me. Amid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah. Like a baby in his cradle, I'll be playing with my dreidel. Spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea. Now that is a Hanukkah song.
So what's the origin of that?
Tom Lehrer.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Right, and now that you know that, you hear that. Well, I didn't do his voice. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica.
No, but he's like the king. He's the king of that kind of thing, you know, like he's the best, you know.
How far are you from Santa Monica, David?
Let's see. Santa Monica.
No traffic.
No traffic.
4 minutes.
25 minutes. 25 minutes. Yeah.
It's pretty.
That's why I was smiling. Sherry was singing and I'm going, go, baby, go. I could throw a rock. That's right. Yeah.
That's great. What else you got, Sherry?
All right. So let's see if I can do it from memory. But this is a traditional Hanukkah song called Ma'od Sor. And people have been covering this lately. Like, it was just, for a while, it was just a song you'd hear at temple, at Hanukkah or whatever. And Leslie Odom, who played, what's his name, Aaron Burr in Hamilton.
Great singer.
Broadway, his wife is Jewish. So they put together a beautiful, beautiful, and if you get a chance, look it up later, a beautiful jazz arrangement of Ma'od Sor. And it's just a traditional Jewish Hanukkah song, and they do a gorgeous jazz rendition of it. And then Rory Gordon, I saw tonight, posted a video of himself playing Ma'od Sor.
Wow.
So it's like now it's getting some action. So and Ed, you and I did the Christmas tree lighting 2 years in a row. Last year, I remember you telling me, you're like, that was my favorite song in the night was Ma'od Sor, because it's just cool. So I don't have it in front of me. I'm hoping I gotta have it in front of me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up for a second.
Is it in Hebrew?
Yeah, that's why I gotta look it up.
So when you read the Hebrew, do you read it in the Hebrew writing or do you read it in English? In the English
in my Tabs app, it's gonna be transliteration. That's why
I didn't go to Berkeley. I don't know what that means.
It's a transliteration, like whatever the hell that is.
No, it's like taking Hebrew words but writing them with English letters so you could figure out how to pronounce it. It's like
hooked on phonics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's like why you see like 25 spellings of the word Hanukkah, one N, two N's, one K, two K's, because it's transliteration. The correct way is in Hebrew.
I thought you said Trans-Lorraine, like my friend who became a woman and changed his name to Lorraine. But
oh no, I don't know her.
The Trans-Lorraine was what you had for dinner last night, Ed. That was...
I like string from the B-52s. So, you know that song, Bill, right? Hooray! Anyway, I'm just babbling here. But I always say, like, because when I was working at Waveney and I was doing like I do have a ton of Christmas songs in my repertoire, obviously. But when I was doing like Christmas stuff for the residents at Waveney, I'd always say that the reason that there's no good Hanukkah songs is because all the Jewish composers were writing Christmas songs. It's true, because so many really good songs were written by Jewish people.
Right.
So that's why you don't get too much Hanukkah stuff. That wasn't where the money was. So this is I'm just going to play kind of a traditional version of Ma'od Sor. I just think it's such a pretty song. Ma'od Sor Yeshuati Chana Elisha Be'ya Tikon Be'tefilati Sham Toda Nitzabeya Eitachin Ma'beya Mitzar Hana Beya Does it sound familiar? Ma'otzor Yeshuati Chana Elisha Be'ach Tikon Be'tefilati V'sham Toda Nitza Be'ach Yitachina Be'ach Mitzar Hana Be'ach Azegmor Beshir Mismor Hanukkah Tamitz Be'ach Azegmor Beshir Mismor Hanukkah Tamitz Be'ach.
That was great, and I mean,
Yep.
particularly, I love the vocal on that. That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty tune.
Do you know, by any chance, do you know a musician named Ada Pasternak?
Oh, I know who that is.
From Norwalk?
Ada's family, I think, is from Westport, and she's a really good violinist. But they're very, you know, I don't know if I can say that they're orthodox, but they certainly celebrate, and they celebrate musically, like the whole family. The mom plays violin, and the son plays piano, and it's four of them. But she lives in L.A. now, Dave. Actually, if you ever see Ada, which looks like Ada, but it's Ada Pasternak. She's
I haven't seen her in years. Like in years. I knew her.
Yeah,
from
she's
a
out
long
in
time ago.
California now, and I saw her. She came back to New York, and I saw her. You know, she played like down in Soho, but you know, she has some nice stuff that Sherry, if you want to, you know, some nice stuff that, because violin just lends itself so beautifully to, like, you know, Hebrew music. It just feels right sometimes, you know.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna check it out. I'm looking up another traditional song because like nobody knows them.
Nobody knows anything other than dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Like nobody knows anything.
Right. And there's so much more stuff out there. Like I could do like 1,000 songs that I do with the kids I teach at a Hebrew school on Sunday mornings. And let me give this a try. I have 1,000 songs that are so much more modern and written by so many great current contemporary Jewish musicians. But I'm going to try this one. This is another. So this is called Sivi Von Sov Sov Sov. And a Sivi Von is actually the dreidel. It's actually the plural. Sivi Von Sov Sov Sov. So Sivi Von means spin, spin. And then Sov 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 means spin, spin, spin. I don't know. If your kids ever sang in like the 4th grade choir, they probably sang this song. Sivi Von Sov 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 Chanukah Uchag Tov Chanukah Uchag Tov Sivi Von Sov 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 Sorry Chag Simcha Hulaam Niskato Hayasham Niskato Hayasham Chag Simcha Hulaam. And that's all just like a simple little folk song. Sivi Von Sov 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 Chanukah Uchag Tov Chanukah Uchag Tov Sivi Von Sov 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 Chag Simcha Hulaam Niskato Hayasham Niskato Hayasham Chag Simcha Hulaam. Like traditional Jewish songs that are written in minor are so cool because they're written in minor.
I was just gonna say I was muted, so I didn't say it, but it's like the.
There you go.
You know, like that's so friggin' classic. You know, it's like like you can't beat minors. You know, if you ask me. It's,
right.
And by that I mean chords. All right, so please don't take me musically. You know.
Yeah.
Let's do a Hanukkah and Christmas klezmer album for next year, Sherry.
Let's do it. That would be awesome.
Anyway.
And we got a clarinet player. And...
Yeah.
You got one more?
Yeah, I'm gonna try Adam Sandler. And as you know, there's like 3 versions of his song. Like he came up with the classic original one, and then there was like a couple of more. and I think I'm probably gonna mix up all of these. So I don't know which one.
We're gonna find out.
I don't know. I don't know if any of these lyrics are gonna be right, but I'm just gonna do it the best I can. Let me play it good. Okay. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have 8 crazy nights. So when you feel like the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me. David Lee Roth lights the menorah. So did Goldie Hawn, Kirk Douglas, and the late Dinah Shore. Guess who eats together at the Carnegie Deli? Bowser from Shanana, Arthur Fonzarelli. Goldie Hawn's half Jewish. Paul Newman's half too. I mean, put them together. What a fine looking Jew. You don't need Deck the Halls or Jingle Bell Rock, 'cause you can spin the dreidel with Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. Both Jewish. Put on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. Ed plays the accordion when he celebrates Hanukkah. Kanye West. But guess who is full of not true? He converted. I don't remember next. But I'm just going to skip ahead to so many Jews are in showbiz. Bruce Springsteen isn't, but my mother thinks he is. Tell your friend Veronica it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. I hope I get a harmonica on this lovely, lovely Hanukkah. So drink your gin and Hanukkah, smoke your marijuana. Every Hanukkah, have a happy, 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 happy Hanukkah.
All right.
Phenomenal.
I left out like 3/4 of the song.
Now, in that song, in the original song, I can't remember. There's no mention of Sammy Davis Jr.
There is. I thought there was.
Maybe in the second or third one, not in the first one.
Because to me, Sammy should be.
Sammy
Sammy should be anything anyway. But when it comes to conversion, Sammy's like the greatest.
Right. Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Is that Dennis?
That is awesome.
And
Dennis, that is
Where
Dennis.
am I?
Dennis.
Hey, how's it going?
Dennis.
It's that one guy, Dennis.
Okay.
And obviously, instead of Kanye West, they had O.J. Simpson in the original.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not kosher anymore. You can't say O.J.
Yeah.
Simpson anymore.
I'm like, you know what? I get to say Kanye West.
Yeah.
No, Kanye you can. You can't say O.J.
No.
Yeah, OJ is.
No, don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Don't go
do that.
ixnay with
Sorry,
OJ.
Ed.
That's not
You're right.
I thought that was
You're
a
right.
drinking game. I thought you say OJ
Exactly.
when you take a drink. No.
Screwdrivers, exactly.
Yes.
Vodka and OJ. Very good. And you're supposed to say, and don't smoke marijuana. That's the line.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, smoke marijuana. It's legal now.
It's legal. What the heck?
I believe if
It
through
is.
music you can turn just one kid onto drugs, you've really done your job. That's what I
That's
think.
the move. That's our goal on Jam TV. You know.
Anytime I play
youth.
that, like in the nursing homes or anything, I always say, and say no to marijuana or don't smoke marijuana. But you don't think they've done it? Come on.
So do you
Start doing
find in your work, is CPD a thing in your work? Like, do any of the people there, do any of the older folks or any of them?
So I don't know. So I've been in hospice care since it's been legal, and and it's not covered. Like it's not a Medicare covered drug.
Right.
But I did have. I guess I could tell the story. But I did go into a facility. I guess I won't mention any names or anything. But I did go into a facility, and one of the residents was like, "Sherry, come here." She opens up the top drawer of her dresser. She's got a container of gummies.
Oh, gummies.
I was like, "Why did you tell me that?"
I thought you were going to say she tried to sell you something.
Yeah.
I had to do the right thing and report it. But I think
No.
No.
Nobody loves to snitch, Sherry. For God's
Did you
sake.
learn nothing at
Sherry,
Berkeley?
did you?
Come on.
Did you turn her in?
I narked.
You
So-
narked
Oh my
on her
God.
You know, you won over our hearts, and now we
I
find out
know.
you're a rat.
I know.
from Berkeley, a rap from
Oh
Berkeley.
my God.
And then she
Sherry.
had more later, so I think her family just replenished her anyway.
There you go.
Oh
Probably.
my God.
Did you
Hey,
get her
Hopkins,
stash? Did
Gail,
you
what
take her
was the
stash
fuck,
home?
you
Is
know?
that what happened?
I'm gonna have to take this away from you, young lady.
You confiscated her stash. I don't
Sherry.
believe it.
The families,
That's the worst holiday story I've ever heard.
the families just want their
Have to
families
be
just want
sober
their
for
loved ones comfortable,
Christmas.
you know.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Sherry dropped a dime on a lady.
Exactly.
A lady in hospital.
Exactly, Bill.
Holy
Jews.
shit.
The
Holy
Jews ruined
shit.
Christmas. Oh my God.
Exactly.
I
What
just
the
made a
hell
lot
are
of
you-
enemies tonight.
Sherry, are you serious? Did you really?
Oh my God.
Can we
That's
talk?
crazy. How you doing, Dennis?
Oh,
I'm doing great. Sherry hasn't been over. She's not allowed to
I
come
can't
over.
believe she's
No.
serious.
I can't believe it. We're outraged. We're all out. I don't even smoke pot. I'm outraged.
No, if she lived in her own house, I wouldn't have said anything.
Oh my God, Sherry,
Especially in
Sherry! All you
hospitals,
had to
it's
do was
like-
look the other way. Just
It was
look
She's in the
the other
penitentiary
way.
now. She kicked her out of the old people's
Exactly.
home.
Just
There-
look
She's
at-
in
look the
jail.
other way, Sherry.
I'll be right back.
Oh my
Shipped
God,
her
she's
up
walking
the
away.
river. Oh my God, up the river with the old lady.
Up the river.
Ed, can I do a song?
I would love it if you did a song.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay,
He's been
I'm doing a
inspired.
song that was originally.
You just came home from the grocery store.
Ah,
Hey, Dave.
Okay.
all right.
Which grocery store? ShopRite?
Inches. She opened the door 3 inches.
What is that?
He's carrying all
Water?
this stuff, and I just like kind of cracked it up. Okay, he's making fun of me. That's all right.
Okay, so this is a song that was originally done by Eartha Kitt, and then because I don't identify as a woman, I thought I would change the lyrics,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you know, my gender identification. Hey, that's my thing.
Right.
All right, I identify as a male, so all right, sue me. But anyway, so I rewrote the lyrics to this song, and I just feel compelled at this moment in time to do this. I call it Santa Buddy. Santa Buddy, slip a guitar under my tree for me. I've been an awfully good boy, Santa Buddy. Just hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa Buddy, how's about throwing the dog a bone? A little bottle of gold Patron. Just hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the things we'll miss. Think of all the pretty girls I haven't kissed. Next year it could be oh so good if you just cross me off your Christmas list. Santa Buddy, I want a Tesla and that's not a lot. I've been an angel so far, Santa Buddy. Just hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa Buddy, a little cash would be oh so nice. Like hitting Mega Millions once or twice. Just hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with a power saw you bought at Home D. I really do believe in you, so let's see If you believe in me, Santa baby, forgot to mention one thing, some bling. Patek Philippe is really just my thing. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
Yes.
There it is.
Great.
Love it.
That's
So
great.
Bill,
So
here's
the
Now,
really-
going back in. Sherry, did you really do that?
I was just telling Dave, I said I made a lot of enemies tonight, and I'm not
Oh,
invited to Dennis's house.
Oh, Sherry, we love you. We love you, baby. Even
Oh
though
my
you did
God.
turn her in.
I was just saying, it was because I had to follow the facilities rules. If I met someone who was at their own house and they had it, I would care less.
You
So.
wouldn't.
Believe it, you're a narc. I know you're a narc
I
music
know.
therapist.
I wasn't going to go there, Sherry.
Ethics.
But
I signed ethics, an ethics oath or something.
So Bill, here's the new theme for the next song. I showed up sober to the family Christmas party.
It's a real.
No.
You don't have to drop
pain
Sherry
in the ass.
in there.
Finding new hiding places for my weed every week.
Oh my God. Hey, Dave.
let's go.
All right,
You have
so
to
guess
keep
what?
moving it
So,
because-
so Bill Noman, I got to tell you this. So I was literally about to click play. It's not a video, but it's the audio, and there's a video aspect to it. I covered Santa Baby with Penny Moss, who's a Broadway performer,
Wow.
and does a great job of it. And I was literally about to click play when you did that. So I'm going to make you watch our version of, or listen to our version of Santa Baby.
By the way, just so let the record show, I'm an off.
Way off Broadway,
Broadway,
yeah.
Just so you know.
Off Main Street, yeah. So, all right, check this out. This is Santa Baby, and she's so good. Like, check this out. I think I played all the instruments on this. Maybe
Oh,
I played a lot of instruments on this. I
Ukulele?
haven't listened to it in a while, but here, check. Hope this works. Check it out.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Ooh, Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you'll check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Then an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, and Santa honey, there's one thing I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa honey, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry to me tonight. Yes, Santa baby.
Yeah, baby.
I love the shot of Nurse Kaufman there at the.
Oh, you caught that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to miss the misogyny throughout the whole thing. Actually, it's a little. What a great song! She did a great job on it too.
She did a great job. We did the Grinch too. I don't think I can find it, but I'm looking for it now. Like it's on SoundCloud or something back in the ancient times before. And I forgot that I even did a visual thing on that. You know, but.
So, Ed, I have this song. Catherine just sent me a message because she said her choir is singing this song called Ocho Candelicas, and it's in Ladino, which is a combination of like Sephardic. It's like the Sephardic Jewish and Spanish. It's like a combination.
That is a deep cut.
Yeah. Wait. Hang on.
I have Jingle Bells in Ebonics, if that helps. You know.
Hang on. I gotta see.
What's the name of that language again?
I gotta see when this was written. Ladino.
Sephardic.
Ladino.
Ladino. It was written in 1983. Okay, it's not as old as I thought it was. It says the song is sung in Ladino, an old Spanish-derived language traditionally associated with the Sephardic Jewish community.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I will play that, but I gotta find the chords again. Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna play it?
If you want, yeah.
Great.
Hell yeah, but you got to sing it in the original Ladino.
Exactly.
I will do my best.
And how would we know?
Because we're kind of experts in Ladino, so don't fuck it up, okay? Because we know Ladino. You know.
I just had the chords, and now I can't find them. Hang on.
You know what I'm going to do? While you're looking that up, I'm going to play, Dennis sent me a video.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to play that, and then you can, like, rehearse. You can actually have a rehearsal. Like,
I'll have a rehearsal.
Too much eggnog.
Okay.
So what did you send me? You sent me, Run, Run, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Powered by too much eggnog.
All right, here we go. Check it out.
That's what happens
I
when you
love
move
it.
the guitarist to the last guy there. That's what happens.
Oh, I love that. It's
Question.
like it just dies at the end.
How do you train a
Dennis?
video like that?
And then you had
Dennis?
the smoke effect that you spent $10 on, and you used
Oh,
it
yeah.
every video.
Yep.
Dennis,
Okay.
Dennis,
Yeah.
Dennis, I have a question.
Yeah,
Are you in Connecticut?
I am. I'm in Stamford.
You are.
Yes.
Where?
Stamford, just on Tresser.
Oh, Stanford.
Stamford, Tresser, and Atlantic.
Downtown.
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 Yeah.
All the lights. Where all
Yeah.
the ambulances come by.
Wow.
Downtown.
I enjoyed that.
It was fun making it. And then we all
Yeah.
fell
Great
apart
song.
at the end. Nobody ended the same time, so it was fun. I just left it as a train wreck.
That's great. I love that. I appreciate the train reference too. You know,
There you go.
David, you probably missed all the music videos that we did on JMTV
Oh.
over the years.
Yes,
That
yes.
was 2020.
I came in
I will
late.
clue you in because we did during the pandemic. There were people like Bill Nolan and Sherry that could get up and sing a song on a screen with an instrument, and then there are people that play in bands and whatever that need other players. And so we used to do these collaborative videos where we put all the people on the screen, and we did it like that. And there were a variety of little production companies that popped up, and we did a ton. We did like 50 videos, and every week we have 2 or 3
each
videos.
of the groups did some. I did 32.
Wow.
You got Mike did about 50.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't miss
Every
that.
week there was a couple new songs out.
That's
It was
right.
a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
I mean, the quality of the ones that were done towards the end before Mike passed, like the stuff with Holly was just like freaking so good. And
I'll play one. I'll cue one of those up, and after Sherry does her.
Like Shanghai Noodle Factory, for starters, I just love that freaking song so much. And there's a deep track that cut, and you guys just killed that song. It was so good,
Yeah, we started off as MTV 1985.
I want to say to you guys,
moved on from there.
Ed.
Yeah, what's
I
that,
have to
David?
go. I got to go pick the missus
David,
up.
great to see you. Pick up the missus, and Merry
I
Christmas,
gotta do that.
Santa.
Yeah.
Happy
Dave.
holidays, guys. Really.
Love you, man. Healthy New
Yeah, I
Year.
know. You know that. I love all you guys. Yes.
All right, good to see you. We'll see you next year.
See you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So, Sherry, what do you got?
Okay, I'm going to attempt this. I've never played it or sang it before, so here we go. Aneka linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Aneka linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, com alegria e prazer. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, com alegria e prazer. Oh, una candelicas, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, Cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. I'm just gonna go to the top because that's all I'm willing to do. But here we go. Hanukkah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelicas para mí. I butchered that last line anyway. That's really pretty though. That's a cool tune.
That's a great tune. You just happen to know that song.
Well, I'd heard it. I mean, I've heard it a bunch of times. I've never sang it. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great melody. Like,
yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
I don't remember who they said originally did it. There's one attributed to Pink Martinis, but I don't think they were the original. Hang on, it's
Pink Martinis. Wow.
Who did the original version?
That was really cool.
Yeah.
David Allen Cole.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. I don't know who did the original one. But anyway, yeah, it's a great song.
Robert Zimmerman. That's freaking awesome. It's true though that, like there's not enough, like Hebrew songs that are just sort of out there that because to me, Dreidel it's not a great song. It's just, it's like,
yeah, for like little kids.
Yeah. And it's just like, where is the, "Oh, come all ye faithful" of
right.
Hebrew songs, like that kind of thing, like, right. but dumbed down even from that, like something more like, Jingle Bells or
right.
Santa Claus is coming to town or like whatever,
Right. Where's the Jewish pop songs?
Yahweh is coming to town.
Exactly. That'll work.
All right, Ed, may I do
I would love
a fallen Catholic song?
Oh, then I want to do a fallen Catholic song after.
Okay.
But to me, like when I describe myself as a fallen Catholic, like, is there any other way to be like than a fallen Catholic? Because if you're buying, my mother went to church, St. Catherine's of Siena Church in Riverside, and she went to it, particularly after my father passed in like 82. She went there like every freaking day, and I used to talk to her about, because she, we escaped from the flock so friggin', my sister and I were like so long ago, it was like crazy. But I said, Mom, how the hell can you get behind a religion that, the Pope goes to third world countries and he doesn't preach birth control? How can you friggin' do that? Isn't it possible that he's working with the devil? And she would say to me, she'd go like, "Oh, I don't care about any of that shit." Like she just like, she didn't care about, it was like a social thing. It was like, you go there. Yeah. And when she would not go to church, they would call her at home and say, "Dottie, where are you?" Because
oh yeah, they would.
She had like she had the letters of, what do they call them in Casablanca? The letters of transit or something, that she could hang out with the priest and like, say, "Father, your robe is crooked. Like, do this, do that." Like she would like work on, and it's like, that's all it was. But the rest of it, man, just not for me. Anyway, this isn't religious at all, unless you think that, like a snowman is Jesus, which is possible. Who the fuck knows? I don't know, Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the plain, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we could build snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the same if you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, facing them for it, the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus. You'll have lots of fun with Miss Snowman and all the other kitties knock him down. That's weird. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though you know the kids are chillin', kind of a modern reference. We'll frolic away the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking round in women's underwear.
Great.
When we used to do that, particularly when Muggeridge and I used to do it at the Darien Sports Shop, the walking around with women's underwear part of it, was key. And it would just give us a chance to sort of scope the room and see who's really listening.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you'd have 5 people would be like, oh, but the rest of them are just sort of like, where's my fucking package?
Right. Exactly. I've been waiting 7 minutes.
I hate you.
I have here a list of Christmas songs written by Jews.
Which is basically a list of Christmas songs.
Short list.
And this is from the website Kaveller.
Yeah.
This is a Jewish pop culture website. So
No, Dennis, you missed it. Basically, all the Christmas songs are written by Jews because they didn't want to write Hanukkah songs because there's no money in it.
Well, basically, all great songs were written by Jews.
There you go.
So here's the list. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Let it snow.
So Mel Torme is Jewish.
Apparently.
Well, his songwriter is.
Well, he
The
wrote
songwriter is.
Santa
One guy
Baby,
wrote one Jewish guy wrote the tune, and another Jewish guy wrote the lyrics.
Santa Baby was written by Phil Springer as opposed to Phil Spector. Phil Springer. Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Silver Bells. White Christmas, obviously, Irving Berlin.
Right.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Holly Jolly Christmas. Silver and Gold. Walking in a Winter Wonderland. That's it. Yeah.
And performed by a fallen Catholic. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. This is not a fallen Catholic song, but I gotta do this is a Catholic song. I gotta do, or Christian or whatever. I have to do Oh Holy Night.
Oh.
Did you say a swollen Catholic or a fallen Catholic?
You know what he said.
Oh, Jesus.
So this ukulele has a oh my God, how am I going to say this without you guys coming up with smart ass remarks? A low G string.
Hello.
Hate it when that happens.
Hey now.
This ukulele has a low G string.
That's the greatest G string of all.
So it's an octave lower than the one on a regular ukulele. It has a more bassy sound. I was like, how am I going to say this? I don't know. I'm just going to say it. Oh, holy night, stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error. taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Change shall he bring, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise, we let all within us praise his holy name. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices, oh night divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine.
Very
Not-
good.
Not bad for a
very
Jew.
Not bad.
I love that song. I think I love the old traditional Christmas carols. I love them. There's not a bad one in the bunch.
Yeah.
You know, it's also
Yeah.
too, it's like I feel like, you know, sometimes I look at like my own kids, and my son's musical, you know, my daughter could be, but she doesn't really choose to do that. But, you know, the tradition, at least when I grew up, you know, everybody was in choir, everybody was in chorus, everybody was in school chorus. Like
Right.
you went to school chorus and you learned the fundamentals of harmony, and you learned, you know, you learned how things work together, and you learned how to listen, and you learned, I mean, so much of that was part of just like that choral tradition. And, you know, then you sort of take what you learned there, and now you've heard Peter, Paul, and Mary, or like, for me, like Peter, Paul, and Mary, or the Everly Brothers, and I'm sort of like, damn, you know, like it doesn't all have to, you know, and like, you know, for like the stuff that's like Hebrew, we used to do in chorus, we used to do shalom, 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 la, la, da, 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 da. And I don't know whether that's like one of those songs that's just has fallen off the path, but it was like, it was a song called Shalom, and we used to sing it like in Riverside School in 1950s, you know, like weird, you know.
You know what song I could have sung tonight, but like I'm not even going to at this point. But speaking of Peter, Paul, and Mary, Pete Seeger, right? That's his name.
Yeah, but Pete Seeger's not in Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's different Pete Seeger.
Who's the Pete?
Peter Yarrow.
Yes, okay, Peter Yarrow. That's the Peter I was looking for. I just forgot his name. Peter Yarrow wrote a song called "Light One Candle," and it's a Hanukkah song.
Right.
And
I think you can add them to your list of, you know, the Hebrew, you know, contributors to popular culture that, like, you know.
Yeah. Peter Yarrow. Yeah, so it's a really beautiful song for Hanukkah. I totally forgot about it till just now.
No, but they were something when I was younger, you know, it's like I had 2 older sisters, and my, you know, because of that, I was fortunate to have like a tremendous amount of pull up, you know, like I was aspiring up to things that I might not have heard at my age level. Though in those days they didn't really market to like kid stuff other than Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know, it was like, you know, you sort of heard what you heard, you know, and, you know, because of them, I got to hear things like Peter, Paul, and Mary, which are, you know, and I mean, the Everlys to me were the gods of everything. Certainly of 2-part harmony, they were the gods, you know. All right.
By a nice Jewish boy.
This is hopefully not misconstrued. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. And if you remember how Elvis did it, well, I'm a dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be shiny and bright, and may all your Christmases be white, and may all your Christmases be dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. No, right. Irving Berlin. And Irving, like, didn't he also write like, didn't he write like God Bless America? Or he wrote one of the really big ass patriotic songs. Like,
It was God Bless America.
did he write God Bless? Yeah, I mean.
So he had written it, he had put it in a drawer, and it was like, eh. And then until those
you know.
producers of the show, I don't remember what show it was like, they came to him, they said, we need a patriotic song. And he's like, well, I had this one I worked on, he's like, I'm not really that into it.
It's like, give me $50 for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yours.
And that was it.
I've got this, it's not much, what? I mean, but here, here it is.
There was that play, it was Irving Berlin. It was Irving Berlin. It was a one-man show at the Westport Playhouse.
Really?
Hershey Felder was the actor's name. It was
Oh.
a show doing the entire life of Irving Berlin. It was excellent.
I thought you were saying that actually
So
Irving did
that's
it
where he
himself.
unveiled it, right?
No, but I mean, there were people when I used to play at that place a lot, and like at the dressing room, and you'd see all the posters, and it was like, I mean, I gotta believe if Lillian Gish could play there, then certainly couldn't Irving Berlin night. I don't know, how.
No, this was just a few years ago, maybe 2018.
Oh, okay.
But it was really well done. It was an excellent show. It was one man, and it was great.
Right.
That's really
Well,
cool.
Well, so that song made me think about when I was a kid, we'd watch it on TV, and it'd always come up and say, now in color.
Hey, I
We had a
remember
old
that.
black and white TV.
I remember that. I had a black and white TV when I was a kid.
Yeah, but they used to say now in color and something like that on all of them to let you know, go buy a color TV so you can see it in real color.
I was gonna change it to wet Christmas because I thought that was maybe gonna be more like timely.
So
I
I heard that they want to cancel culture that song because it says White Christmas, and somebody might object to that.
I don't.
I heard that. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, that would be a good.
No,
Have a neutral color
There's
Christmas.
there's no end to that, and it's like, it's sad, It's sad. It's sad, like when you have to swing things in the different direction, and then they swing too far,
Right.
And then when they swing too far, you just look like a dope, like the whole thing just seems stupid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we're just going through a crazy time.
keep
Things
pushing,
tend to be cyclical,
Well, I think that eventually, all of, there's just so many things that are kind of like that. I think eventually the vox populi will sort of weed that whole thing out. And at some point, if it becomes something that appears to be detrimental to your larger goals of power and domination, you're going to just get the message that, okay, we may have to change our message a little bit. But.
That's what it is. All right, so I've got a song that I love but the video is awful because it's first of all, it was on SoundCloud, and I found it on my phone, and I did a screen capture. God knows if this is even going to work, but at least you get to listen to the song. And after about like 20 seconds, I was like, oh, I could scroll to a photo. And this is Sarah Chesler and I did Silent Night. And I somehow got it. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll come back. But I think this is going to work. Watch this. Check this out. So, again, I played all the... No, I didn't play all the instruments on this. I played the instruments on the other one. This one... I played the Hammond organ, and she played piano and sang Silent Night, and it's great. Check it out.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Stilla natt, heliga natt, allt är frid, stjärnan blind skiner på barnets i stallet stund och till vakande fromma tår. Kristus till jorden är kommen, oss är en frälsare
It worked.
Good
Yay.
job. It worked.
Sarah's fabulous.
Yeah, she's terrific. Yeah.
And she sang it in Swedish for the second verse.
In Swedish. Yeah. We
Is that what
literally...
it was? I was trying to figure
That was in
that's what it
Swedish,
was,
yeah. We literally whipped that off in like 15 minutes. Like, she was like, I'm super busy. I've got a million things going on. I said, let me stop by. I'll bring a little recorder. We put it up on her piano, and she played the song and sang it. And then I said, just leave the second verse out, and I did a solo over it, and, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. When I first met Sarah, which was probably at Bobby Q's, like that might have been when I first met her, but it was like, I always, until I found out, her background, I always thought she was Brazilian. Like, I looked at her and I just think like, she had like a feel, like she had like a kind of a Brazilian feel, like a basso feel. And And then it's like, it's Swedish. Okay. That's a whole.
Dave's back.
Dave Pratt. Oh my God.
Well, it's so funny that you say that, because the first time that I met Sarah, we were doing, it was a 3-2-3, and it was one of Ed's Friday night things. And I think Sarah was like the first act, and then a band that I had going was the second act. And so I watched Sarah play, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that, like, I got to follow that, right?
Yeah, she is one of them, you know, like
no,
she gets up and everybody's like,
amazing. Music comes out of her, right?
Yeah.
But, so I heard her singing, and I heard her talk a little bit, and then I introduced myself, and we talked for a minute before we went up. And yeah, I had her pegged as like some sort of South American.
Right. It was funny.
Same thing, and I didn't figure out she was Swedish until afterwards.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I met Sarah at the Do Laundry video shoot, and she was like probably wearing a helmet when I met her.
That's right.
Helping me into my Lucy costume.
That's right. For those of you who don't know, that's a music video we did. I'll play that another time.
Yeah. And so like I dressed up as Lucille Ball because it was
right.
So literally my first interaction with Sarah, I was like trying to get all my hair shoved under that red curly wig, and Sarah's like, "Oh, let me help you with that."
All right. Well, I'll do my Sarah Chesler
weeks ago.
I'll do my Sarah Chesler story. I met her the first time at the Levitt Pavilion on stage. I was playing with Mill River Band, and Chuck Chesler was the keyboard player for Mill River Band. But like the day before the gig, he went over the handlebars of his bicycle and really hurt himself. So he shows up at the gig, like insistent that he's going to get on stage with the band. And he didn't know me. He's like, you get some guy to play keyboards or whatever. And Chuck shows up in like traction with like, you know, like a cast and like a body cast, and like his face is all banged up. And Sarah's helping him up on the stage at the Levitt Pavilion. I'm like, who are these people coming up here? And then Chuck, I think he sang a song with the band, but he literally was like in a body cast with like, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how I met those guys.
Oh, that's funny.
That was quite a while ago. All right, I got one more. I got one more here. This is The Grinch, which is another, and I did it off my phone, but now I'm good at doing it off my phone. So check this out. This is Penny Moss. I did all the instruments, and she's hysterical. She did this in one take. Watch it and then think about that. She did it in one take with no editing. And I'll tell you the story afterwards. Check it out.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as a heel, Mr. Grinch. You're a sad banana with a greasy black peel. That's right, you heard me. Greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. Why, I wouldn't put you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Like, oh my God, give it a choice between the two of you. I pick the, seasick crocodile. Oh, and I have a little bit more to tell you. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful songs. Your heart's a dead tomato blotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with the nauseous super naught. You're a crooked Chucky jockey, and you drive a crooked horse. Mr. Grinch, why don't you come up and sing me sometime? Oh, not you. I'm talking to your horse. Oh, yeah. You heard me right. One more thing. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, dog. Take that, you nasty Grinch.
Yeah.
Great.
And speaking of the Grinch, Dave Gunnup.
Hey, Dave.
I just got finished singing for 4 hours, so what are you doing to me?
Oh my God! Yeah, no, that was Penny Moss, Broadway singer, and she. What happened was she was going to come up, and I had a studio in Westport. She was going to come to the studio and record that song, "The Grinch," and
she's good.
There was a snowstorm, and she couldn't come. No, I was going to go to New York and record it. Yeah, that was it. I was going to go to New York, and we could. The trains were shut down. It was like a massive snowstorm. So that is back when the iPhone 5 came out, the little iPhone 5. And I said to her, listen, I'm going to send you a backing track, and you're going to play that in your ear with a headphones off your laptop, and then you're going to put the iPhone 5 over here, and you're going to sing into the iPhone 5 on the voice recorder. And that's how we did that song.
That's class stuff, man.
That's how we did that song.
It works.
I have an iPhone 8. You know?
iPhone 8. There you go.
I live large, baby.
That's right. Absolutely. And then we merged it in, and so we didn't have the benefit of actually playing live. I just had these long pauses, and then she would improvise and vamp, and she did it in one take.
Yeah, of course she did.
Good.
You know, she's a pro.
Cool stuff. How you doing, Dave Gunnup?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to pack. I'm trying to get out of here.
Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. Where do you think?
Not the Virgin Islands.
No. I'm going to Philadelphia.
Yeah, right.
No.
When do you leave for St. Croix?
28th. My daughter's birthday is the 27th, so it's the 28th, which I think is it Thursday. I'm not quite sure.
Am I a bad person that I'm glad you're going to be here for the unbelievable freezing cold in the next few days? Because it's because you're going to St. Croix, so I'm
yes, you are. Yes,
I'm a bad person. I'm like, yes, he's going to be here for the cold weather.
No, but it's only going to rain here. You know, if we were about 50 or 60 miles north, then it'd be a bitch slap. You know, it'd be really.
You mean here where I am?
Well, where are you?
I'm in Pennsylvania in the mountains.
Well, you're screwed.
You're a bad person for wishing that on me.
I wasn't wishing it on you. I just didn't know you were there. No, it's going to rain really hard here in the wind. You know, we charged our phones and stuff because that's what you do when you're here. And I just
yikes.
Yeah, I just got to shut up because I'm leaving. I got enough people mad at me in my own family that I don't need any more mad at me.
There you go. What is that, Dave Platt behind the JMTV logo? There he is.
There he is.
Yeah,
wild.
So storms come in. I went to Stop and Shop. This when I came back is when Sherry opened the door. I go to Stop and Shop. I fill a cart full of shit. I get to the freaking cash register, self-checkout. You know, I punch in my phone number, reach in my pocket, empty.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that too.
You did? You left your credit card in?
Yeah, left everything home. Had to call somebody over. I was like, look, I got to run home. I'm like 3 minutes away. Can I just put this
I could have logged off the show and brought it
You
up.
could have stayed on the show and driven to Stop and Shop on your phone.
Segment.
Stop and Shop.
Isn't that where I lost my wallet? I'm sorry. Are we going back there again?
Exactly.
I'm kidding. So anyway, I don't have a clue what you'd like me to play.
Do a song. Do one of your good old songs.
Okay, let me just think. This Martin is the one we keep in the.
You can always do a Christmas song. We've been trading off Christmas songs all night, so.
No.
Or you can do a Hanukkah.
No, he's like, nope, not
Or a
doing
Hanukkah
that.
song.
I don't know. I did the Rebel Jesus the other night. That's as Christmassy as I get. I mean, well, what the fuck? I can do Silent Night. It's the only one I know, but I'll do something.
Do whatever you want.
First, I wanted to be in tune. This guitar is a 1968 Martin. And Joe Roberts has to do some work on it while I'm gone.
Well, that's why you go to the island. You go to the island so that your guitar can get worked on while you're gone and you won't miss it. Because you keep one down there. You don't bring guitars back and forth, right?
I keep two down there.
Yeah, right.
Because if you bust one and you don't have another one, you're screwed.
You gotta fly it in.
Yeah, and it won't get there for about a week.
And Joe's the best kept secret as far as guitar repair goes. He's great. I love that guy.
Yeah, Joe Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a Martin D35 that we were playing. I'm talking about when they had the shop and his dad was still alive, and a speaker fell and cracked the neck, just cracked it. Just broke it in half, and I was like devastated because it was my favorite instrument. And I took it to Joe, and he said, "Well, let's see what we can do." And I don't know. He had it for about a month, and he said, "Come on, see what you think." There was a little. You could see the line where he fixed it, but just barely. And the intonation was perfect. And I said, "I can't believe you did that." I said, "How much do I owe?" He goes, "Give me $100."
Right.
Are you kidding me? But that's Joe Roberts.
Now, under promise, over deliver every single time.
Exactly.
Never says something that he can't accomplish. And he's been a friend of mine for so long. But anyway, this is a song I wrote a long time ago. When you're really, that's not bad. When you're in high school or junior high school and you don't, you're just so unsure of yourself. I was anyway. It's called For Dancing. Off in the corner, dying to dance. Just a schoolboy, scared to death of a hot romance. When am I gonna make up my mind? From here she looks like diamonds. Oh, but when the music starts, she's a diamond, she's the queen of hearts. And you could be dancing. Go ask her for dancing. Ooh, don't you move like the river as she flows out to the sea. And like the river she's moving, like the river she's here for me. And sorry, when am I gonna make up my mind? Haven't played in a while. But oh, when the music starts, she's a diamond, she's the queen of hearts. And you could be dancing. dancing. Go ask her for dancing. Oh, but she would never dance with me. I bet I'm no good for her. I bet I'm no good at all. How you gonna find out, boy, by standing here all alone with your back against the wall? Won't somebody tell her? Won't somebody tell her how I feel? 'Cause I feel like dancing, taking that girl and spinning. I don't remember those chords. Oh, when am I gonna make up my mind? Standing here alone, I'm the fool. But oh, when the music starts, she's a diamond, she's the queen of hearts. And you know you could be dancing. Whoa, 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 when the music starts, she's a diamond, she's the queen. And you know you could be dancing. Go ask her for dancing. Boy, you could be dancing. Apologies. Thank you. I don't know what those chords are. And I haven't played that song in forever. I'm trying to find, I've played about every song, on your show over the past 5 years. So I try to pull one out and see what I get for it.
There you go.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Good stuff. So you got a whole ton of gigs lined up in St. Croix?
Yeah. We get there, and then we get there on, I think it's a Wednesday, and we play the next night at a place called Castaways. We're playing there every Thursday night. It's a great spot. It's a local dive. But, I've told you this 1,000 times, Ed, and you said it to somebody else the other day. If you guys went down there, you'd own the aisle. We go down and we stay for 4 months, and we can play 7 nights a week if we want. But Diane won't. So she'll play 2 and I'll play 1 or 2 more.
Right.
But the talent level on a place like St. Croix, unless you're coming from the city or Miami, it's really, these guys are all country roads, and they, God bless them. They're living on St. Croix. They got it better than me. But when we go to play, it's full. It's full all the time, and it's so much fun.
Sure, yeah.
Because, we essentially do a 70% original show, but it's been 45 years that we've been there. So most of the people know all the songs like they're, like Margaritaville, it's really wonderful.
Fun.
And I can't get out of here fast enough. My kids are mad at me. My grandchildren are mad at me. Everybody's mad at me. But you know what? I'm sorry.
Skip town fast.
Here's what you do. I'll call you right back. Click. Get on the plane.
Get your kids and grandkids some tickets.
Is that Shelly? Is that Shelly?
Sherry, yeah.
Sherry, hi.
How are you?
Oh, you're dark. I couldn't see you.
No, I know.
You're dark in the screen.
Yeah, no, our
yeah, I heard some of your stuff on Facebook. Really, really, really good.
Oh, thank you.
It was really. I went, wow.
Oh,
that was really good.
Thank you.
I rarely go on Facebook anymore unless Ed makes me. So.
There you go. Exactly. Where were you singing tonight?
I was at Johnny's.
In the studio. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we got done about 9:00, and I saw your text, and I said, well, he's probably done by now. So as I hit a stoplight,
You
And I
you
said,
hit it like you ran into it?
No. I came to a stoplight. I said, you still
That's
there?
driving.
You still there? And you didn't answer. So I went, okay, they're gone. And then I walked in here and you said, and I had erased your StreamYard.
There you go.
So I was,
Well, I'm glad you made it tonight.
So am I.
Yeah, we went long. We went 2.5 hours tonight. It was a fun show. It was great to see everybody.
I got to do one more song because I really effed
All right.
up.
I would love it.
Okay.
The last song Dave Gunnup will perform before going to St. Croix.
Yes.
As far as I know.
Our cat is watching. He's chilling out.
Oh, Bob. Hey, Bob.
You see him?
There's Bob. Yep.
This is a song for the island. Okay.
All right.
Now keep this in mind. I wrote this song the first year that I was there. The first year that I was there was very difficult. I was suffering from ridiculous anxiety and couldn't understand why it was going on because I was in this beautiful place and I just wanted to go home. But I didn't. And 45 years later, I'm still going back. So don't take the song seriously. Come on, I know this song. Off in the corner, dying lane. Well, hold on, this is very strange. I play this song a lot. Off in the corner, dying to dance. Just a schoolboy, scared to death of a hot romance. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, we're not doing that one.
We're not doing that one. What, isn't that funny? You get like a block once in a while, and you just
I freaked out on the first one, but
it's like you forget the name of your friend. You're like, you're.
Oh God, I've done that 100 times.
You
Like,
only
what's the
forget
guy's
the name
name?
of your friend when you need to introduce someone else to them.
Yes.
And you're
Yes,
like,
there you
this
go.
I've known. What?
Diane's my wife is very good at going, "Hi, I'm Diane." You know, when she sees me go,
No, but I mean, I forget people that I know, like people that I really know. I'm like, that's, I don't know. He's gonna try. He's gonna get
No, I mean, I play this song every fucking night. And right now I'm drawing a blank.
He's got St. Croix on his mind.
That's right. Something.
That's all right. Diane the name. School. Forget it. I'll do another one. Sit down and tell me that you love me. I need a friend that I can hold. I need a friend that I can hold. Lately I feel all alone. Once I did ramble all over, but now I don't need a room. I'm gonna find me a woman I can love, a place I can build my home. A house of stone, a bed of hay, with acres and acres of land. And sometime I'm gonna live that way if I can. And often I wish that it were Christmas, 'cause then I could kiss you hello. Yes, then I could kiss you hello. I could love you and you would never know. I had a dream, we went walking. We got lost in the maple and the pine. I want to live with a woman like you. Not as pretty, perhaps, but as kind. In a house of stone, a bed of hay, with acres and acres of land. Sometime I'm gonna live that way if I can. This is a guitar solo. Oh, and I had a dream, we went walking. We got lost in the maple and pine. Girl, I want to live with a woman like you. Not as pretty, but as kind. In a house of stone, a bed of hay, with acres and acres of land. Sometime I'm gonna live that way if I can. So sit down and tell me that you love me. I need a friend that I can hold. At least I knew that one. Ed, thank you. I really, I seem to be closing your shows.
Yeah, no, that's great. Glad you could make it. I'm really, really glad to see you.
Well, let's see. Oh, no. You do this on Thursday nights, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll be playing.
Yeah, we're playing every Thursday night.
There you go. Well, we'll catch you in between when the
Now live from St.
Well, wait a minute. It's an hour later there. I'm fucked. No, it's
damn.
Right now it's 10 after 11 there.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm done. But listen,
great
thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Christmas.
Good to see you, Sherry and Dave.
Sherry, you're the bomb.
You're the bomb.
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna make you sit there. You can all leave if you want, but I'm gonna play the follow-up. I don't know if Dave Gunnup has ever seen this. I will describe it. We played it earlier in the show. I did a video.
I will stay to see it.
I did a video, which we
by the way.
What's that?
Dave wants to plug a gig, by the way.
Finish what you're
Oh, plug your gig. No, plug your gig. Do it.
Tomorrow night, Black Duck. Then Black Duck again, January 27th.
Down in Westport?
New Canaan, yeah, Westport. And then January 28th, the Battle of the Bands at Gates Restaurant in New Canaan. We need people to yell and scream at that one. That's how you win. The louder.
That's not the Gates Restaurant in New Canaan, is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Cool.
I used to get drunk there a lot.
Yeah, a lot of us did.
Yeah. I was there. I was at Gates the night that John Lennon got shot.
No way.
Yeah, swear to God. And not only that, I was hanging out with a guy that played in a band called White Elephant, which was one of John Lennon's backup bands after he left the Beatles. And he had played with John Lennon quite a bit. And we were talking. And Howard Cosell was Monday Night Football. And all of a sudden it broke on the television in Gates. And it said John Lennon's been shot outside and whatever the name of that place is.
The Dakota, yeah.
Yeah, the Dakota, right. And we both just stopped because I had Oh, this is a good thing. Well,
What?
I met John Lennon in the most bizarre circumstances of all time. You guys got a minute?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We were playing at a place called Gulliver's, which burned down right over the Portchester line, and we were booked that week to play the whole week. We were an original band, and we played on Monday nights, and we'd fill it up on Monday nights with all these Rye kids that the guys in the band mostly were from New York, and we were going to play. We talked them into letting us play the whole week because the band will play Tuesday to Saturday, I think. And this guy Ed Sprigg, who was at the record plant, said, you know, I got a spot from 12 to 8, midnight to 8 o'clock for 3 or 4 nights in a row. And we were like, we're in. So I had to cancel, the gig. And we stopped at about 11:30 at Gulliver's. My guitar player Rush wanted to get cigarettes. And I wanted to see what the room was like, and it was packed, and I was pissed, And we left. The fire broke out, I think, at 11:38.
Wow. That night. I was going to make a joke and say it burned out that night.
No. You're all too young to remember Gulliver's, but it was a 2-story. The band played down on the bottom, all the way in the back. There was a bowling alley behind it. The fire actually started in the bowling alley. But the band played right here, and all these people were here, and the dance floor was there. And then there was one little staircase to get out. And what happened was the fire, from what I'm told anyways, the fire broke out, and all the smoke came in before anybody even knew what was happening. And everybody tried to run for the stairs. And, they got trampled, and 24 people died, including Diane.
No way.
Diane's boyfriend was a guy named Mark Thompson, who's a fantastic guitar player, young, brilliant guitar player. And of course, he would be right next to the band. And he died, and so did 6 of the 7 members of the band. But anyway, that's part of the story. We leave, and we go to the record plant. And Ed Sprigg has been giving us shit the whole time that we were there, and we'd been there for like a couple of weeks. He says, look, John's recording here. And I don't know why I said it, but we were driving down. I said, you know what? If I met John Lennon, I wouldn't really be freaked out because I don't think he's all that good. I think McCartney's really, great. And one guy in the band was like, you're a fucking asshole or whatever he said, And anyway, there are 3 studios at the record plant. There's A, B, and then there's a game room on the 10th floor with another studio. And Ed comes down and goes, we're working in the 10th floor, but they're not quite ready yet. So we're going to go up. And we go up to the 10th floor, and he goes, now listen, be cool. John's in there. And he'd been jacking us off for, a week or so. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, okay, fine. I open the door, and I walk in. There's a pool table right here. I'll never forget this as long as I live. There's some video game like, I don't know, Star Wars kind of a game. And I walk in, I look to the right, and there's John Lennon and Klaus Vormann playing this Space Raiders game or whatever it was. And I went, the guy behind me, I was the only one that could see because we opened the door this way, and I looked in and I went, everybody bumped into me, like we were like, 3 Stooges kind of thing. And I said, don't move. John Lennon's in here. And the guy behind me, a guy named John Nimick, good piano player, really good. He goes, bullshit. And he pushes past me. And then he looks and he goes, so we all walk in, and it's just Lennon and Klaus Vormann and the 5 of us in our band. And they looked at us, and Ed said something like, hey, these guys, the name of the band's Michael, and he said hi, and we said hi, and I went, yeah, you got cool. And I turned around because I didn't know what else to do, and I looked at this game, and John was standing next to me, and I said, do you want to play this game? He goes, sure, because we don't know what to do with ourselves. We're like, and I reached into my pockets. I said, do you have a quarter? He said, no. Neither do I. So we're standing in front of this game, and at this point, I'm certain John Lennon is looking at us going, what a bunch of, children. And there was a water cooler. There was a water cooler right next to the thing. And I said, okay, this is cool. I can do this. I got some water, and I'm a really good athlete, okay? I mean, give me a ball, and I can play any sport you want. I have my drink of water. I crumple up the thing. The garbage can is 1 foot below me. I missed it by 1.5 feet. I went through it, and it went. Now I'm going, oh, and now he thinks I'm a jerk. And I'm trying to get up the guts to turn around and look. I finally go, okay, turn around. They're back at their game. They could give a shit that we were in the room. Meanwhile, I'm going through trauma, going, I just embarrassed the hell out of myself for John Lennon. So we get out of the room. My friend Rush goes, so you wouldn't be impressed if you met John Lennon, huh?
Wow, that's a great story. I can't believe you didn't write a song about that.
Yeah, right.
It's embarrassing.
That's funny.
I'm writing a story for my grandkids about my life.
People who know the story would understand what the song is about.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting.
You can call the song "Do You Have a Quarter?"
What?
You can call the song "Do You Have a Quarter?"
Yeah. Do you have a quarter?
There you go. It could be a big hit.
Write it.
I'll write it.
Right. That would be good.
Give me a pen.
I never met John Lennon, but I met his kid. I hung out with his kid for a month.
Sean?
Because for Sean, the young one, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were shooting. I had a television studio in New York on 11th Avenue and 52nd Street, and we were shooting for Sony the first ever HDTV video that they were going to use to demonstrate HDTV, which they just come up with.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, we had the only HDTV camera in the world, Sony's Lab HDTV camera and recorder was side of the refrigerator, and we shot this really super cool video with all these celebrities, and Sean Lennon was in it, and he was bored because production is really boring. You're just sitting around all the time. It took a month to shoot this, and the kid was there every day. He was like, I don't know, 10 or 11, and we would do puzzles and whatever and hang out. And Yoko Ono would. Yoko Ono would come every day to pick him up, and she'd be mean to me every day. And I'm like, I own the studio. And she's like, she was very mean.
I was never a big fan, but I wasn't a big fan of John Lennon's, and I really freaked out on that one. So
there you go.
I'm 0 for 1. I don't want to go. I don't test my luck.
I never was either. But anyway, I'm a Paul McCartney guy, really.
Yeah, me too. I mean, when you look at their now, I do a couple of songs. Like I'll do Nowhere Man, and when we do somebody else's song, the big key to me is if you do it just like the guy that wrote it, what's the point?
Right.
So I will always alter it. I'll alter it. I'll do Nowhere Man, it's nowhere near John Lennon's kind of version. And I go up to, bands and mostly in St. Croix, because I don't go out a lot here, but I'll hear these guys doing, take it easy, exactly the same as the Eagles did it. And I, what the fuck are you doing? And why are you bothered? But my wife has told me recently that I have way too big an attitude. So I'm gonna shut up.
She just started mentioning that now. Is that what
she
you're saying?
started about 30 years ago. It just recently came to a head. So I'm going down the St. Croix with my tail between my legs. My youngest daughter is just back from St. Croix, and she's fine. My oldest daughter is so pissed at me that you can't believe it. My wife is pissed at me because my oldest daughter is pissed at me.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, okay, I've done really good here.
Enjoy the sun and get ourselves some extra gigs.
But what I've decided, this is so funny. I can't believe it. I'm doing this again. I did it last week with you guys. I just went, I'm not gonna say a goddamn thing to anybody until I leave. And then when I get down there, it's a whole different world. Everybody's much more. This is New York City. I mean, it's not, but it might as well.
Right.
Down there, the minute you get off the plane, you got to go. and you order a drink and it'll come like 15 minutes later, you know? And
Right.
in New York City, it's like, so I'm looking forward to slowing down.
Good stuff.
I didn't mean to keep you guys all this time.
No, it's all good. So now let me preface what I'm going to finish the show with tonight.
You're going to show me that thing.
The video that I played before would try to give some context for this, right? It was about a crazy guy who plays the accordion and who gets who gets the wrong Christmas present from Santa, and so he kidnaps Santa and he puts him into the shark tank at the Maritime Center, which we actually did. We had a scuba diver and we put him in the shark tank.
In a real shark tank?
Yeah, the real shark tank, right? And so I'll send you the video. I'll send you a link to the video. But this is the follow-up video, the sequel. We already played it on the show, or I would play it. This is Santa's Revenge, right? Because Santa got stuck in the shark tank. And I will play it. And you guys, I'll see you all next year. But great to see you. Have a great time in St. Croix. Have a great Christmas. And
thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Write that song.
Merry Christmas.
I will.
And here we go. It's
Santa. Quarter?
Santa's Revenge. Here
okay.
Spike eggnog commercial, take 31, and action.
Merry Christmas and happy eggnog from the Spike Claus Eggnog Company.
And cut.
I can't believe my brother. I mean, he gets family business. He gets all the reindeer. He gets everything. Everybody loves him. Everybody just drops all over for him. What do I get? I get eggnog. At least I got the elf tank. And Tinkerbell here.
The images and likenesses appearing in this production are purely fictional. Any resemblance to actual persons or Disney characters is totally coincidence.
That's what I call a real shark.
Elf tank. Ho, ho. Hey, Santa. Are you good this year? Or are you spending Christmas in this shark tank again?
Ho-ho-de ho-ho. Look, we finally got all the toys done. Those little guys deserve a party. Tell them the first round is on me, and I'll be down later on. All right, see you soon. Ho-ho-ho.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me.
You're the king of sinful sats.
That is if my Sharky isn't hungry. Christmas sweaters are
Bit enough, Santa baby. What's the matter, Santa baby?
That guy gets my dope.
Yeah. We should really get him back.
How?
I have an idea.
Fear, and he can take it to the bank. He'll spend his Christmas in my shark tank. Yo, Santa spending Christmas in my shark tank. He should be released by New Year's Eve. That is if my Sharky isn't hungry. Christmas sweaters are my worst pet peeve. Let's recap.
Santa's here! What's this? Sharky's gone! I gotta find him!
Everybody listen up. Sharky here is going to spend Christmas with us. Eggnog for everybody.
On Silent Night.
Hey everybody, it's Shark Week.
No, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay. Grandma, she got run over by a reindeer. 1, 2, 3, go!
Give it a rest, sister. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Who's there?
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
We're all spending Christmas at the Uptown, all toward a finish for the year. We deserve an extra round of it all. We are here to have some Christmas cheer. We're all spending Christmas at the Uptown, getting drunk on eggnog, wine, and beer. Sprite, let's have another round of it all. Hope you have a Sharky New Year. We're all spending Christmas at the Uptown, all toward the finish for the year. We deserve an extra round of it all. We are here to have some Christmas cheer. We're all spending Christmas at the Uptown, getting tank on eggnog, wine, and beer. Sprite, let's have another round of it all. Hope you have a Sharky New Year.
Thank you.